video without like staring blankly at the screen, asking the question, "Are we live yet?" Oh shit, I'm doing it right now. I, like, panickedly refresh YouTube until something happens. There, I can confirm that we are live.
Excellent.
So, what's up?
You know, like, what a friggin' week it's been. I went into today and I was like, today is positivity only. Like, only gonna be pure optimism.
Yeah.
And then like, through the day, I was just like, fuck this. Like, I'm struggling with this optimism right now. It's difficult.
I want to say, like, I was really, and remain, very grumpy today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not intentional. I just, like, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the beer you've brought today?
Okay. So I have a twisted tea, which does twisted tea expire? Because this has been in my fridge for probably 2 years. So
only one way to find out.
Yeah, I think it probably just gets more alcoholic, which is fine by me.
Today my beer is a lime bubbly.
Nice.
Because I have the smallest cough of my life. And I would really like that to go away.
Coronavirus.
I know, I've basically convinced myself at this point. It's like not a good time to be paranoid.
I know.
But yeah, here we are, drinking lime bubbly.
Well, cheers.
Possibly it has more to do with drinking beer every night on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Totally fair. Well, and that's been my thing too, because like I use cannabis to like slow down at the end of the evening, and so normally I have a vaporizer, but like I've been just smoking like a pipe, like old school pipe, and then waking up in the morning and being like, why is my throat so sore? Like, I'm sick. This is it. No, Avery, you're just a little bit of a stoner. That's it.
I have never smoked cannabis in my life.
Really?
I always thought like the day it's legal, I'll like dive on in. But I literally have never done it.
Yeah. Anything stopping you, or are you just not ever?
I don't know. I never got into it as like a kid, and then I like drinking beers. Don't get me wrong, but I just never tried it. I don't know. I've been thinking about it lately as like an alternative.
It's, I really like it. The reason I like it is because it lets me get out of my head. Like I have anxious thoughts all the time, but certain strains of cannabis, as soon as I try it, it just like, it makes me like happy and like alleviates my mood. So it's not like I forget completely what's happening and all my anxieties, but like I can focus on The Simpsons for 30 minutes and then fall asleep. And that's all I want.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that'll be my next live video, is like Tyler tries cannabis for the first time in his damn life. That'll be like month 3 in the house.
Yeah. Totally. Well, no judgment either way, but if you do decide that you want any tips, I've got lots of little tricks up my sleeve, so let me know.
Can you see the comments coming in on your screen?
No, I cannot.
We have Thorsten saying, "You sure remember properly?"
Thorsten. Well, you know what? No comment to that.
Do you want to tell me about your dream about David Spade?
Oh my God.
Because I've been curious about that ever since I saw your tweet.
Okay. Full disclosure. In my dream, me and David Spade were riding around on like a scooter.
Yeah. And
we were facing each other. So I was like nuzzling into his face and like crying about how much I loved him. And like, I was like in my dream, I'm like, I know it's not mutual. Like, you're a famous dude. You're David Spade. Like, this is not mutual. And he was like, no, Avery, it is. It's totally. And I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? I don't even follow David Spade on any kind of social media. Like, I don't even remember the last time I saw him. Where this dream came from, I have no idea.
He's had the same hair the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And I think that's like what I'm going to go for while I'm stuck inside, is just like, let her go, you know?
You may as well.
Shoulder length. I had buzzed hair all last summer, and now it's time to just like embrace it, you know?
Yeah. The full hockey hair. You got to like curl it out too.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of salt and pepper too. That would look really good.
Oh, a lot of it. I'm worried I'm going to get like Italian gangster like wings as it grows out, kind of thing.
Don't be worried. That sounds awesome.
Don't be worried. Thank you. Yeah. I remember when I was like 24, I already had a bunch of gray hair and I was getting my hair cut, and the person said, well, it looks distinguished. I'm like, that's very nice. I was just hoping to not use that word for like 15 more years.
Yeah.
Distinguished is not a young person word.
Well, especially if you look distinguished, but then you're like still a young, dumb kid. Like, and the two don't match, and it's like people expect too much from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't the pandemic panic. I don't know if you saw on my social media, but my partner Randy has had a beard, big beard forever.
Yeah.
And he, on Saturday, comes downstairs and my dog starts barking and growling at him. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm looking at my dog and I look up and Randy has no beard. And I'm like, my immediate reaction, I teared up. I was like, I don't know how to take this. Like, it's like.
You didn't get like a warning or anything.
I wasn't expecting it. And he like looks fine. I mean, it's not like I was like, I'm sorry if I'm offending you by my crying here. But no, it's totally pandemic panic. It's like the same thing. I'm gonna cut bangs tomorrow. Like I'm just gonna be like, well, fuck it. Done.
I did the same, right? I had a beard for like 9 months and cut it off like 4 days ago. Just wanted to change, I think. I typically warn Lindsay, my wife, I give her a chance to say goodbye, but I cycle in and out a little bit more. Like every couple months, I'll switch it up,
Yeah, that's all I wanted was just a chance to prepare myself, even.
Prepare yourself, like brace yourself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, but pandemic panic. That's real.
You want to do this BuzzFeed quiz?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So are you asking me or are we going to take turns?
I thought we could like really debate each question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. I like
what
it.
I like about this quiz, Avery, is that it gives us a chance to get to know each other as friends and like the kind of friends we are. When it puts, because it's not really like, they're not impossible to answer, but I think they are telling. And then what I've noticed in my clicking around is that it tells us the percentage of people who voted each way when we select the option. So we can we'll see where we end up there.
Okay, perfect. You're probably not going to like me after this. Let's see. Let's find out.
Well, I think it's like a nice way to dive into this like blossoming friendship. This is the new normal. Okay, question. Okay. Your best friend committed a serious but non-violent crime and needs your help to cover it up. If you refuse to help them, they will go to jail for 25 years. This is what's a serious but non-violent crime that gives you 25 years?
Like tax evasion or something? I don't know.
Maybe like 2 years for tax evasion, right? Maybe like selling heroin or something.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess, but that's not a victimless crime, that's for sure.
Well, it doesn't say victimless, it just says non-violent, right?
Okay.
So I'm just going to give us the full scenario here.
Okay.
So your best friend is a heroin dealer.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you rather help them but have to live with a guilty conscience for the rest of your life, refuse to help, and lose your best friend?
Okay. So my answer is somewhere in the middle here because I don't feel guilt like most people would. YOLO, no regrets.
Yeah.
So I would help them, but probably not feel guilty. But my answer is actually no, fuck that. Bye. You're going to jail. I don't care. I'm not helping you. I'm not risking my own safety and sanity and freedom to help my friend.
That's like a good point, right? Like there's risk on you. It's not just a guilty conscience, like you're aiding and abetting.
Yeah.
At some point here, because I'm with you. Like I think I would be very surprised if the kind of person who was my best friend like committed a crime like this and also like asked this. Like I think the ask of you to like help them commit the crime is like not what a good friend would do.
Yeah.
So it would be losing. It wouldn't be losing my best friend. It would be cutting off my best friend.
Yeah. Although the best friend that I'm thinking of is a lawyer. So that if she's like, hey, you got to help me with this, and I promise you're not going to get caught. She's a lawyer. I got to trust her, right? So maybe I do help her.
Are lawyers allowed to say that?
I don't know.
I watched a lot of Good Fight, okay, or Good Wife. Well, both. Okay, so
you're basically a lawyer yourself.
Yeah, I basically went to law school, 7 years. I think we can safely select refuse to help and lose your best friend.
Yeah, done.
And we are vastly in the minority.
Oh, we're not very good friends, are we?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at
Who voted on this?
Holy.
Like 500,000 people.
Huh.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay. All right. Well,
are we the baddies?
I think we're just bad friends.
Okay. Well, but I like that we're on the same page about this. Like, this isn't about how are we in society. This is about, like, are you and I aligned here, you know?
Yeah.
Do you want to read question number 2?
Sure. Okay, so your BFF has been dating the same person for 5 years and you've grown close to their partner, though you know they've been having relationship problems lately. You recently found out that your BFF is cheating on them.
Oh, damn.
Ooh. Do you keep your BFF secret or tell their partner the truth? Oh. You got to keep the BFF secret. You got to.
Okay. Because I'm going to take the other side. Like, I think all, the 3 of us are friends now.
Mm-hmm.
And that friendship is, like, predicated on trust and kind of thing. Like, it would be hard for me to know that this other person was being hurt. Again, like, is that something that a good friend would do, is, like, hurt people on purpose?
I think I would, like, go to my friend and be like, hey, you're being a real dick. You should probably stop that. But
that's the real third option here, is, like, confronting your friend.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's not just 2 ways to do anything.
Yeah. No. Chicks before dicks. 100%. I would keep her secret. Okay. Maybe I already have. I might have some sketchy friends.
I'm going to go with your answer here, and you regain the majority.
69. Nice. Right on.
But less of, like, a much less clear answer here. I think we're starting to see some waffling. Also, an interesting drop in the number of votes on question 2, which is, like, a statistic I've noticed in most of my work too. Like, as you go through the quiz, you drop off.
Yeah. Okay.
Question 3. You have 2 best friends. 1, you've known since you were born, but have drifted away from a bit. And 1 you've only known for 1.5 years, but hang out with regularly. You have to pick one of them to be your maid of honor or best man. What do you pick? Your childhood best friend? Your current best friend?
Oh.
My answer is definitely, I think the current best friend is the one.
Yeah, I don't believe in the conventions of traditional marriage or weddings. Yeah. But if I did, I think I would go with childhood best friend.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, there's less of a chance for them to, like, not be your friend a couple years down the road and then have awkward wedding photos from whoever that random person was.
So the childhood best friend is, like, more the longevity you've already had in the relationship means you probably have, like, longevity in the future.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, 1.5 years from now, you might not even be talking to this person anymore.
Totally. Do you, like, I know a lot of people that have a new best friend every couple of years. Like, yeah. And actually, they're married and then divorced now. And I'm sure I look back at their wedding photos and be like, who's that?
Yeah, I guess family is probably the safest option for your wedding party in that regard. I wouldn't know too much either, since my wife and I had a fairly non-traditional wedding. But what I like about the current best friend is, like, for me anyway, there's, like, a divide between childhood and adulthood, where, like, the friends I made in adulthood have tended to be, like, longer lasting. So I think there's, like, folks who have, like, a tight group of, like, we've been friends since elementary school and we'll be friends forever.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that that's like my friend group kind of thing. Do you have, like, childhood best friends?
Yeah, like, my 3 best friends I've been friends with literally my whole life. I had a dinner date with them over FaceTime last night, and my one friend, I did the math, we've been friends since we were 6 years old. So, like, what's 32 minus 6? many years. Yeah. I mean, it's easy for me because I can be like, yeah, my childhood best friend who's still my best friend.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we'll keep with the tradition of choosing your answer. And okay, we have a much more even spread here.
Very split. Yeah.
Still, you haven't picked a wrong answer yet. So let's do it again.
Good at this.
We are really good at BuzzFeed quizzes. I almost dropped this idea for doing the which Backstreet Boy are you destined to fall in love with Cosmo quiz. But I'll save that one for a future guest.
I already know it's me and AJ. AJ, like, he's always been my number one. And if I got anyone else, I would just like close my laptop and walk away.
Everyone I've mentioned this to has had an answer immediately.
Absolutely.
Backstreet Boy number 3.
I'm going to admit something really embarrassing to you right now. Okay, so when I was like probably like 11 or 12, like when Backstreet Boys were huge in the 90s, I wrote like a 20 chapter like novel about my love affair with AJ. We went on vacation, we got a dog, we bought a house together. The novel was like a full binder of me writing it out. My mom found it and she was so horrified because it was so sexually explicit that she threw it away. Like 11.
I've been meaning to keep notes about what so I can share afterwards. Like, this is what we talked about. So I'll just write down sexually explicit Backstreet Boys fanfics.
I've never told anyone that before, and now I've mentioned it on this live chat.
Well, thanks for saving your best content for Beers with Tyler, the wildly popular YouTube show. Okay.
Okay, you want me to read this one?
Who are the Backstreet Boys? There's the Carter, Nick Carter.
Nick Carter's the blonde one, like babyface one.
His brother is the Aaron Carter fellow.
Yeah.
I don't know any.
Aaron Carter's not in Backstreet Boys though. Aaron Carter was just like an opening act, but young.
I knew that.
Yeah. We've got Brian.
Who are the other Backstreet Boys?
Ryan Luttrell, who was like the lead singer. He did most of the singing with AJ. AJ McLean, who like obviously we all know who AJ McLean is. Kevin Richardson, who's the oldest one. He's like the dad of the group.
Okay.
And like no one that I knew liked Kevin because he was way too old. But looking back, he was probably like 17.
Right. Yeah.
And then Howie. I don't even know Howie's last name because nobody liked Howie. But he was like a backup singer, essentially, Howie. Is that all of them? Kevin, Howie, yeah.
I guess my answer would be Nick, because that's the only one that I know.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So question 4. You and your best friend work together. You were recently promoted and are now their supervisor. Since your promotion, they've started slacking off at work and are blaming other people for their missed deadlines. Would you rather turn a blind eye to their behavior, losing the respect of your other employees, or formally reprimand them, damaging their career and hurting your friendship?
Business and pleasure. It's hard. That's hard.
That's really the question here.
Yeah. You know, I would reprimand them in like the nicest way possible, but I'd be like, stop it. You're making me look bad.
Again, I feel like there's like a false dichotomy here in terms of like there's a large spectrum between like ignore them to the point that people lose respect for you, which is really bad, and like taking them out for a beer and saying like, hey, like I need you to act differently kind of thing.
Yeah.
Versus like writing them a formal letter with like HR in the room and like reading it to them kind of thing. Like,
yeah. Okay, if I had to choose between exactly these two.
That's right.
Fuck it, I'd turn a blind eye.
I definitely would reprimand though. Yeah, I would. My career is important to me. A friend that like would be causing me to like damage my career with like that like lack of respect kind of thing. That would be like a game changer for me.
Oh, that's a good point. It is a lack of respect. That's the root. That's the root of it. Okay, let's.
So, you and this friend clearly have like a rivalry. Like maybe they were trying to get the same job. I don't know. Like there's something going on here in this scenario.
That's a good point. Yeah. No, if they were truly your friend, they wouldn't be doing that. That's a very
They'd be happy for me, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to click the one that you say. You have a lot to think about.
Okay, we can do formally reprimand them.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Hey. Damn, you have not made a misstep, girl.
I mean, I'm pretty much in the middle, so.
You are on the zeitgeist of this BuzzFeed quiz.
Ooh, maybe you would be good at like Family Feud.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
Well, I'll teach you how to do live streaming and you can do your own Family Feud game show.
Oh my God. Who would watch that? Tell us in the live comments.
No one watches my thing. So I just wanted to learn how to stream. Okay, so question 5. Do you want to read question 5?
Sure. Your best friend has spent the past year getting over a terrible breakup, and you've been there for them every step of the way. You've supported them with Netflix nights, late night texts, and hugs. You just found out they got back together with their ex.
Okay. Bad breakup.
Bad breakup. Okay. Would you rather support their decision and stay quiet with your concerns? Tell them that you're pissed and they're making a bad decision. Oh man, I've done both of these. First of all, I've done both. So, There we are. Oh. Yeah. Hello?
Hey, yep. Things are coming in and out.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the high-tech show.
We're live. Okay. You get to choose this one because I've done both of them.
Okay. Please. My Wi-Fi has been dropping occasionally, and I'm really hoping that's not what's happening right now. Okay, so would I rather support their decisions or stay quiet with my concerns, or tell them that I'm pissed and that they're making a bad decision? I can see both. I think a lot of it depends on like how bad the breakup was, like what bad breakup means.
Right.
I think that I would support their decision.
Yeah, I
mean,
as
like a first.
Yeah, you gotta, right?
I tend to like what I feel like I try to. Oh my God. I try to let people kind of know they can come to me when they have concerns, but also like live their own lives. Like I'm not someone who wants to like tell everyone in my life know what to do.
Right.
Having trouble connecting. Okay, well here we go, Avery.
Okay.
So like, I'm not sure I'm like an interventionalist friend, but I would hope that they could like continue to come to me if they like continue to have concerns. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, as long as there wasn't any like massive like cheating or abuse or anything like that, that would support their decision.
That's what I mean about how bad a breakup. Like, is it a violent situation? In which case, like, I think intervention is more necessary.
Totally.
But assuming that this like isn't the darkest BuzzFeed quiz of all time, I'm gonna say support their decision.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh no,
we lose. I'm surprised by that, actually. You know what? I think most people here are liars. I think most people, these 198.9K, I don't think they're actually as confrontational as they say they are.
So many people.
They're liars.
Oh my God.
They'd like to believe, but that's not what would happen.
Okay, let's get into the next question here. Your best friend dreams of becoming a singer. They're planning on auditioning for a singing competition that will be aired on TV. They are not a good singer, and no one has told them. Either tell your friend the truth, hurting their feelings and your friendship, or encourage them to go on the show, setting them up for embarrassment.
I like good TV. I'd send them on the show.
I would also like offload the task of telling them they're a bad singer to someone else.
Yeah.
Like I am not interested in having that conversation.
Totally. Well, and what if you went to them and you're like, yeah, you're not very good, and then you offend them, but they also don't believe you?
Yeah, or like maybe they are good. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty tone deaf, so maybe
Yeah.
I don't hear right. I don't know.
I think it's like we're talking about our best friend. Like I think the role I have here is to be like a supportive person. You know, not someone who's tearing down their dreams. I'm gonna yes and them as they go on this show.
Yeah, me too. And I'm definitely gonna share it afterwards and be like, "This is fucking hilarious."
I'm thinking afterwards, like we can have beers, and I'll be like, "They don't know what they're talking about. You're a great singer." You know? What I mean?
You're a good guy. You're a very good guy.
So are we doing this one, or are you? Yeah, we're doing this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit!
Oh, we're dicks.
Look, the more I lead us, the more I drive us away from the time.
Oh, we are such dicks. Okay.
I'll read this one. Your best friend has recently become really close with someone new. You've hung out with them a couple of times, but every time you do, the new person is rude to you. Your BFF doesn't seem to notice. You don't want to come off as jealous, but it's becoming a big issue.
Okay.
Would you rather suck it up and just deal with it, or call them out?
Call them out.
Call them out.
100%.
Every time, every day, I would call both of them out, and I would do it in front of both of them.
Yeah, same. And I would probably be like, "Why are you so mean? Stop being mean to me. You're being mean, and you're hurting my feelings. Stop it."
I also wouldn't say it to the best friend. I would say it to the person who is doing it. I'd be like, "You're being a real dick."
Yeah.
You're being a real dick. That's my tough guy talk, Avery.
You're a real meanie, and I don't like it.
So bad at shit talking. Like if I'm ever chirping playing hockey, it's fucking embarrassing how bad I am. So I usually just try to stay really quiet and hope that that's intimidating in any way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so bad at it. Okay, call them out.
Yeah.
Call them out. That's right. Boom. There's no other answer to that one. Do you want to read this one?
Okay. Over the past 6 months, you've noticed your best friend has been distancing themselves from you. They don't respond to texts and have stopped inviting you to do things. It doesn't seem the same anymore, but you still value that friendship.
Okay. Would you rather
tell them you're hurt because maybe they were telling the truth about being busy? Let it go because you're not going to beg someone to be your friend. Oh, you gotta tell them you're hurt. Come on, what would my therapist tell me to do?
That's a good question.
Yeah, definitely to tell them that I'm hurt.
How long has it been? 6 months. Your friend has been dodging your text for 6 months.
Yeah. I think I would also be like, what did I do here? Did I do something to offend you? I feel sad when you don't call me.
Probably my real answer is I'd let it go because I'm not going to be able to be my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Reciprocal is important to me. Especially if you've been reaching out to check in and they're literally not saying anything.
Okay. Yeah, you got to take a hint eventually.
I'm an adult. If we don't talk for 6 months and then see each other somewhere, I'm not gonna be weird about it, right? That's how many of my friendships are. But if you've been actively reaching out to no avail, I feel that's you kind of saying hey, I feel they're giving you a message at that point.
Totally. But if it's your best friend, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with you because I've typically been wrong about these, so.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, see, there you go. What do I know?
Okay.
Am I learning that I'm a bad
You know what? I might just go to more therapy about friendships. My friendship's failing left and right.
You have been in love with your best friend for 2 years and are becoming more and more miserable. They're a really important person to you, and you don't want to lose their friendship. Would you rather confess that you have feelings for them or ignore your feelings until you die?
That's so harsh. Oh.
What do you think?
Oh man, this is hard. Okay, and I'm gonna bring up a TikTok trend right now. Have you seen that trend that's like kiss your male best friend? It's like these girls that are like, yeah, so there's this trend where people are like, film yourself like with your male best friend and then try to kiss him and see what his reaction is. And on TikTok, all these male best friends are like going for it. They're like, finally, this chick is kissing me. Like, and these like, yeah. So that's hard because what if they like you back and then you ignore your feelings until you die?
Right. Like, because in this one, the conceit of the question is you are in love and you've been in love.
Yeah.
2 years is a long time to pine over someone.
Also, we're all adults, right? So like if you've been friends with someone for 2 years and neither of you have even had a conversation about feelings, you're both single and it's like an opportunity, like make the move.
Yeah. Okay. Confess. Let's
confess.
We're going for it?
Yeah, we're being bold today.
Okay. Boom.
Oh, okay. There we go.
This is a lie. I feel like 99% of people, the actual answer is ignore your feelings until you die.
Totally. Yeah.
Of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Your best friend dies and turns into a zombie. Would you rather kill them, putting them out of their misery, or keep them as a pet? This one feels off theme for the rest of the quiz.
Mm-hmm. It does. And like making the assumption that you can keep a zombie as a pet, like that's a pretty strong assumption.
A dangerous game.
Oh, but what if your friend was a zombie and then they turned you and then you just get to be zombie friends for the rest of time?
I guess, is this like a fun zombie or is it a like Walking Dead, like miserable, brainless zombie?
What's a fun zombie? Do you have an example?
Like the Thriller video.
Oh, let's say it's a fun zombie.
Okay.
Like, okay, let's say maybe not fun zombie. Like you're still eating people.
Yeah.
But you have enough cognitive awareness to know that that's still your best friend, even though you're both zombies.
I wouldn't want my friend to be in pain. So, like, if it's like a bad zombie, then I would take the responsibility of putting them out of their misery. If it's like a fun zombie, keep them as a pet.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your choice?
I'm gonna say kill them.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Boom. Whammo.
Interesting. Now we know so much more about each other, and you know that I wrote Backstreet Boys sex novels.
The word is erotic fan fiction.
That's right.
What have you learned about me as a person from doing this quiz?
I think you're a very loyal person.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. I think I got that from you, that you're loyal, but like you definitely don't want to put people in awkward situations, which is really nice.
That is nice. I learned that you have childhood best friends. That must be really fun. And it seems like you have a very fun balance of like being a very good friend, but also like kind of having a little bit of fun and stirring up some drama every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm definitely like the confrontational one. Always have been.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I definitely like say things before I think about them, and then after I think about them, I'm like, oh, I'm the dick. I
tend to think for like a long time before I say something. So
that's
surely there's like an in-between that's like the actual right way to be. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for doing the quiz with me. We've made it through 35 minutes of live. I really appreciate you doing this. Thanks for taking some time, and I hope you're doing okay.
Thanks for the face-to-face interaction. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm going to be in broadcast. Cheers.
Cheers.